Scanning.
Hi guys, welcome to the Carping Saint YouTube channel. We're here again, we're at Moss Farm Fisheries in Earlham during the lockdown. The government have already announced the roadmap out of lockdown, so hopefully in a few weeks time night fishing will be allowed again. So for now it's just day sessions only. We're just into the first week of March. As you can see behind me, it looks lovely, it looks like a summer's day. Don't let that fool you. Obviously it was 1 degree throughout the night, and it's only going to be a maximum of 10 degrees today. So I don't know if you can see, but as I'm talking you can see the breath coming out because it's that cold. There's no wind, there's not a breath of wind, and because of that the sun feels really warm. I'm here in a t-shirt and I'm not cold at all. I could probably go as far as to say I could sit here in a pair of shorts and t-shirt and you wouldn't feel cold because there's no wind. If there is, you do sometimes feel a little bit of a breeze, and that's when you feel that we're still in sort of late winter, early spring mode. Fishing this lake, love sweet corn. Now, people used to use the plastic bait, rubber corn, that was a brilliant bait, but for the reasons that there was too many people getting snapped off, obviously that bait's always going to be fishing, doesn't degrade, so it'll be there forever fishing, so it's a dangerous sort of situation. So you need to find an alternative, and the mainline toppers are a perfect substitution for a plastic imitation corn, and because the fluoro, they actually stand out more because they're a really bright yellow colour. So I've had a fish, it wasn't a monster, it's just a scrapey double. The scale of that pattern on it is fantastic. I can only imagine and dream what it'll be like if it ever gets to like £30. It's incredible. On this bank the islands are closer together, and not just that, right behind the islands, directly behind in the middle, there's a big deep hole, and that's where the fish usually hang out. But also in that hole there's a lot of broken bricks, stones, a lot of really sharp objects. So as you can see, and the irony is, this perfectly illustrates why plastic baits are banned, and also why you're not allowed to fish past the islands. What I thought was a run, I've got a feeling, is a fish trailing a line. Now I don't know whether it's trailing a line and a lead, or just a line, or a rig. It's trailing something. And I've obviously crossed my lines, picked my line up, and that's why I've got that sort of funny bite. It's almost like when the coots are diving, it sort of starts beep beep beep, and then sort of stops. But that was a bit longer. The whole line was, and I'm fishing slack line because I'm on a chod rig. The whole line was tight, and then it slackened off. But that perfectly illustrates why plastic baits and not allowed to fish past the island. So I put a little bit of sweet corn out there and fished over the top of that. So I've got 2 chod rigs on and a hinge stiff rig. If I get another run on a hinge stiff rig, they may well all go over to hinge stiff rigs. But hopefully we can get one twice as big maybe. There's a few 20s in here, there's quite a few 20s in here, and there's some even bigger. So if you join me, I'll keep you updated on any progress. After seeing a fish show over the back of the island, I knew that they wouldn't be looking for large amounts of bait. It's very cold and still late winter, early spring. With this in mind, I decided to cast a single bright hook bait to a spot that I'd caught fish from previous. It wasn't long before my tactic paid off. A lovely fish, not a monster by any stretch, but certainly one that will be remembered for its scale pattern. However, unbeknown to myself, there was another surprise in store. Immediately the fish kited round the back of the island, so I knew I had to try and get it back into open water. So with that, I stepped right and tried to guide the fish out away from the island into open water, giving me the best chance possible for landing it. As the fish got closer in, I could see that it was a decent size, maybe even a personal best, and certainly over 20 pounds. I didn't want to rush landing it and risk pulling the hook and losing the fish. When the opportunity finally came, I managed to get the net under the fish came up to the spreader block and over the cord.
Let it settle.
And just under, isn't
Yeah, 24-12.
Yeah.
You got it?
Yeah, got it. Upon asking other local members of the syndicate what fish it could be, it turned out the fish I'd landed was a known fish and a fish that I'd caught before. Just 6 months ago, I had the same fish at 22 pounds 8 ounces, and this time it was even bigger. A new personal best at 24 pounds and 12 ounces. Well, we did it. We got 2 fish, an absolutely scaly banger, really nice fish, lovely looking fish, really dark, and then we broke the PB. I broke the PB with a mirror carp that I caught last year, a fish known as Dolly. When the lake was built, when the lake was dug, it was the biggest fish put in, and obviously subsequently there's other fish that have overtaken it, but it is an absolute unit of a fish. 24 pound 12 ounce. I caught it last year, last August, from a swim round the corner that was 22 pound 8, and this time it's 24.12. Now bear in mind we're at the end of February, beginning of March, which is really encouraging to see a fish that big so early in the year. So, you know, fantastic results, absolutely fantastic results. I'm over the moon. We're only allowed day sessions at the minute because of government guidelines, and luckily that lake is only a couple of miles away, so I'm lucky enough to live really close to it. So I'm really made up. 2 day sessions, 2 fish, a personal best. Can't really ask for more than that. Please like, share and subscribe, and we'll see you on the bank again soon. Thanks for watching.
Scanning.